Hey, I guess we're rolling. I don't know what's happening. Hey, my name's Chris McKay. This is Twyla Dawn McKay. And Twyla has brought us a heavy box. I don't know how she brought it upstairs. She is a very impressive cat. I'm going to pull it back with her on it and we'll see what happens. Oh, Jesus, this thing is... How did you get this up here? Twyla. Going for a ride with Twyla Dawn. All right, thank you. All right, we gotta open this thing because it's about damn time. It took something I started working on, I don't know what year even, 2023 maybe, but I actually started writing it in 2006. And it's just wound up coming together, so this is pretty cool. Some of you may know that I had a band called the Critical Darlings way back in the long ago. Had a record called Satisfactionista, and over the years I kept a diary of what the band was doing, and the other band members actually wrote for it and contributed to, like show reports and stuff if we were doing something or out on the road or things. Or helping with the writing about the making of the record, all this other stuff. That's what I got. That's what I got for all of this work. Well, here you go, girl. I'm sure you'll enjoy crinkling that paper. How about you, Essie? Anyway, okay, they are here. Finally, after all this time. And I can't look at this without immediately saying that this is the Satisfactionista Diaries, based on my personal diaries and the band members' comments and friends that wrote at the time, or reviewers. And the album cover was painted by Scott Bullock, who died a few days back and was one of my best friends. And so this is interesting that this kind of shows up after that happened. But anyway, this is really weird. Crazy. See how thick this thing is? It is the limit to make a book was 600 pages. So I had to cut this down to fit, making it 599 pages. So I keep thinking when I'm looking through it, oh, I left this or this out. You know, I guess I couldn't have added it if I wanted to add it. But the thing about this is, I think it's interesting because, you know, you never hear the stories of the people that didn't make it, for better or for worse. We made a good record and we were a good band, and you know, most of you people seeing this video will know that because that's how a lot of you got to know me. But I thought it was interesting that not only did we have a story of how much musicians put into what they're doing, how much you sacrifice your lives, your jobs, your everything to do something, and then have it not pan out like you'd hoped necessarily, but you still made something that was really important and valuable. It has, see if I'm opening randomly, oh, by the way, there are over 100 photos in this book, in color, no less. That was our friend Mary Gadd. Us playing in a parking lot at a state fair, us playing at a conference in Atlanta, on a TV show. All of the photos pretty much taken by McKay, who is currently holding the camera and trying to move it around deftly. So it has the stories of everything, and even after the band breaks up, basically, at the end of it, look, there's me with Bill Berry of REM playing a song for Mitch Easter that Bill had written backstage at the last show of the Satisfactionista era. Ooh, nice jump shot too. Anyway, after that, after the book on all that stuff about the history of the band, there's even the stories behind the songs where I go through every song, and I wrote about how I wrote the sections, how the songs came together with the band. Joe Orr contributed on what happened with the songs that he co-wrote. This is a lot of information, and you know what? I think it's kind of cool. All the lyrics, of course. It has every show, with rare exception, of all the shows that we played. Oh, look, there's the mysterious double toilet where you could make eye contact with your significant other while you did your business as the show was going on behind you at some place in Atlanta. I still don't understand that. But as you can also see, set lists. We kept all these records. You can hear how the songs came to be. You can see where we were playing, who we were playing with. If you came to see us at this time, you were almost definitely in this book. If you ever wrote anything about us, you were pretty much definitely in this book. Quoted or not. And thank you, by the way, to everyone who contributed right off. Amanda McKay contributed. Joe Orr contributed. Frank DeFries contributed. Josh Harrison contributed. Josh Couliard, who played drums on a lot of the album, contributed. Kristen Danch Powell contributed. Emily Kimmel contributed. Mary Gadd contributed. Who am I missing? Jordan Stepp contributed. Alice Barkwell contributed. She wrote a whole... Alice Barkwell was a writer from Columbus. Unfortunately, she died a year or so ago, too. She wrote this really huge piece about the band when we went down to Columbus. And it actually sheds a lot of light on our history, specifically mine, because that was where we were going. But I made sure to work everybody else in. And she let me put it in here, too. So this is really... This is a resource for something that really, come on, let's face it, nobody needs this resource. Nobody needs it at all. But it's kind of cool, and it was weird looking back because, you know, since it's in diary form, the book doesn't know what's coming next when you're reading it. So it's not like something that was laid out like most books where you kind of know the story or you're telling it from memory where things get changed by time and how you perceive it. Because a lot of this stuff was like, oh, we knew, how did this get to this? Or we would have forgotten. But it's pretty amazing to me, and everybody's story is clearly interesting. I'm just one that's compulsive enough to put it together in this manner, and I'm really glad that we were able to do it. And if you ordered this in the original bundle when Satisfactionista was out on vinyl, you're going to get your copy. Thank you for being patient. And in fact, see, this is a fairly big box with some fairly heavy stuff. I think there's only going to be 2 of these left. So if you want one, you need to go to my Bandcamp, chrismckay.bandcamp.com, if you want a signed one. Where will I sign it? I guess I will sign it right there for you and personally inscribe it if you want. If you don't care for a signed one, you can get it like $10 cheaper at Amazon and it'll come faster. But if you want the signed copy, this is the only way to do it. There's not only can you order the book at Bandcamp, but if you never got the Satisfactionista album, again, Scott's amazing artwork, you can get a bundle that has both the album and the book of the album. And I'm currently working on finishing up the movie of the album, which is just all the videos for it. But if you never saw this, I want to show you, because I think it's pretty amazing, even if it makes scratchy noises like that. Fantastic photography from Amanda McKay. I'm not going to show you everything from this because there are some secrets that you're not allowed to see until you get it. Nice book that comes along with the album with all the artworks, even more reviews, actual printed out that we've been allowed to do. Yeah, so that all comes with the vinyl, and the colored variants are all gone. But hey, man, the black records are pretty great. Classic vinyl, as some TV show or book is most certainly called, that I've probably seen at some point. And also, if you're into that vinyl thing, as some of us are, you need to hear this on vinyl to really understand the record. And of course, if you read this book, you're really damn well going to understand the record. But if you're at the site, you can also get a bundle with my latest under the pseudonym Divine and Divine. What's this one? It's number 22. I should have just looked at the back cover. That would have told me that it was, in fact, one of the very last of the Wax Mages. There are only 4 of these left available total. I think there are 6 or 7 of the chromas available, which are pretty cool. And then others. Oh, there's goodies in here too that you're not privy to see unless you're a paying customer. So we always try to have some little surprises. But anyway, I hope that some of you will be interested, because you're not going to learn anywhere else. You're not going to hear about Frank DeFries, who went to high school with me, and how we lived in high school, and the fact that, you know, our mascot was literally a demon in a Speedo. Actually, he was a devil. He was the devil. He was the full-on devil in a Speedo. Yeah, I can't say. It's too R-rated, some of the stuff that's actually in this book from some of that era. But anyway, it's all in that book, and then some. I really do hope that you'll check it out. Maybe you'll stumble across it in a library one day. How weird would that be for this thing to be there? Jeez, I just can't believe how thick it is. That's what she said, or something. Anyway, chrismckay.bandcamp.com for the signed copies, and amazon.com for the unsigned copies. Check it out. Thanks again to Scott for the amazing artwork that helped make both the book and the record what it is. Thanks to Amanda for the photos. Thanks to everybody that contributed. Thanks to you for watching. And I'm the hell out of here, because Twyla Dawn needs her box back. Bye.